Hi, my name is Matthew Burnett. Today I'm going to be teaching you step by step a delicious and easy way to make Alfredo sauce. I'm going to go over all the ingredients you'll need and exactly what to do with them to get amazing Alfredo sauce every time. Alfredo sauce, as we know, is a staple for several home-cooked Italian pasta dishes, and therefore, to be as authentic as possible, should be made fresh in your own home. What we're going to do is we're going to start out with going over all the ingredients you're going to need for this dish. First off, you're going to need 1 stick of butter, 1 8-ounce pack of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 cup of Parmesan, whether it be grated or shaved, your preference, and 2 cups of milk. Okay. First off, you need to get a saucepan or a large pan of any kind. I'm going with the wok because, let's face it, this is not the Rachel Ray show. I do not have a saucepan. You're going to put that on the burner. Turn the burner on medium. Once that's good and hot, you take your stick of butter and put it into the saucepan. Once that butter has good and melted, you take the 8-ounce package of cream cheese and put that into the saucepan with the butter. I recommend taking the cream cheese and cutting it up into little blocks. That way it melts a lot easier, faster, and smoother because cream cheese is very, very dense. It'll take a long time for the heat to get all the way through it and melt properly. So once all of your little cream cheese cubes are in the melted butter, whisk it all together. Just keep a good eye on it. Do it occasionally. Doesn't have to be constant. Get that nice and smooth. It'll be a very thin texture, you know? And once that is done, take your garlic powder. Like I said, it's really preferable on how you do it. I recommend 2 tablespoons. It gets a good traditional taste to it. Get your 2 tablespoons in there, mix that all together. After that, you take your 2 cups of milk, pour it in there slowly, constantly while whisking it while you're pouring it in. And once all that is in there, let that heat all the way through. Let it bubble a little bit towards the top and everything. Make sure that milk is good and hot. After that, you're going to want to take your Parmesan cheese, about a cup of it, and put it into there. So it'll melt. And the Parmesan, honestly, it is a more thick and denser cheese. It will take a little while to melt, especially at a medium temperature. But having it at a medium temperature will ensure that it will not burn. And keep in mind that this cheese will sink to the bottom, so not constantly, but keep a good eye on it, stirring, whisking, make sure that cheese gets all good and melty. Once it does, you can add parsley if you'd like to. It's more of a garnish, just for looks. It doesn't add anything to the taste. It's your preference. I do it just depending on how I feel personally. Once all that is together, get heated all the way through, you can pour it over your pasta or mix it in all together. Honestly, your preference. For certain dishes, I like to use different types of pasta. If I'm doing more of a chicken Alfredo, I go with penne. Or if I'm doing a shrimp Alfredo, I like the linguine. It's just different textures and however you personally prefer. It's really, really up to you. And with your pasta, you really want to make sure it's cooked well, strained well, whether you use a colander or a handheld strainer, as long as it gets the job done. And I have just gone through a step-by-step process explaining how to make delicious Alfredo sauce right at home. I hope you enjoy and have learned a little something today. Thank you very much.